Yes, Inspector. I have it in black and white. Enough to put them both away for quite some time. Okay, 12:30. You've got my address? Don't worry, I'll be there.
Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, I was going to come and see you myself. Really, I was.
Mason, this...
The police! Oh, Inspector, I confess I did it. I murdered Ralph.
Just take it nice and easy, Manning. Do as you're told and you might live for a few more hours at least.
You bloody liar, that's the buy-up stuff. There's Cass's Tim Tams.
Bad luck, Mitchell.
Yeah. Nobody likes a sticky beak. But I wouldn't tell no one honest.
Yeah, we know. Because we're going to lace your mouth up and use you for a footy.
Parker, I'll kick her head in!
Yes! Rotten little mongrel!
You are! Bobby, you okay? Bobby? Oh, somebody help! Hey, somebody, Bobby's hurt! Hey, somebody come on, quick, she's hurt!
We'll have to stop the juice, we're almost empty.
You'll stop when I tell you to stop.
Look at the needle, will you? It's on empty.
Then it's wrong. You put in $15 worth last night, remember? Corner and Duke and Hoddle Street, 10:30 p.m. to be exact.
You're a busy boy.
Yeah, well, the pay's good. Do a left down here and head for the freeway. And if you go through this red light, you'll have another hole in your head. 12:15. We're making pretty good time. By the time they find you missing, we should be well away.
Where are we going?
You'll find out in good time. Having a little guided tour. Unless you're waiting for another shade of green, get going.
And you say the fight had already started when you got there?
Wasn't a fight, Mrs. Reynolds. It was 3 against 1. Poor little Bobby didn't have a chance.
3? I only know about Harvey.
Yeah, well, you know I can't lag, Mrs. Reynolds. But there was 2 of them bashing around, one keeping knit on the door so she couldn't get out. It wasn't fair.
I know how you feel, Parker, but that's no excuse for what you did to Harvey.
Oh, but you know me, Mrs. Reynolds. I never want to hurt nobody, but she reckoned she was going to kick Bobby's head in. I had to stop her. I had to.
Any news from Wentworth General, Mrs. Morris?
No, not yet.
She's going to die like the others, too. She's going to die, too, isn't she?
No, but she'll be in hospital for some time. You were lucky, Cass. You could have killed her. You lost control again, didn't you?
Yeah, I suppose. Can I see Bobby before I go to the pound?
We won't worry about pound this time. You'll lose 2 weeks buy-up instead.
Oh, thanks, Miss Reynolds.
And I'll have to speak to Sister before anyone can see Mitchell. All right, that'll be all. Mrs. Morris?
Come along, Cass.
You will let me know how Francis is getting on, won't you?
Yes, of course.
You wouldn't like to swap jobs, would you?
No, thanks. Anne, you're a genius. You handled that perfectly. I wouldn't have known where to begin. I take it this pound is solitary confinement.
Yes, and according to the rule book, I should have sent her there, but...
That's what I mean. 2 possibilities. She did it to get attention, or she's totally lacking in control. Either way, sending her to the pound isn't going to help.
All right, then, what is?
Me. What do you say?
Oh, well, I'm not sure.
And that's why I'm here. I want to help her, and I know I can.
You haven't changed a bit, have you? Still the same old softy.
Yes?
Somebody has to help her.
Quit whinging, will you? I'm telling you, it'll be all right.
Oh, it's all right for you. You weren't there. Parker's in the governor's office right now. Want to have a guess at who she's stopping in?
Oh,
All right. Who's the mongrel who went through me locker?
what are you talking about?
Oh, bloody Peter thief, that's what. All me buy-up's gone. Now, who done it?
Oh, gosh, I'm glad you said that, Ruth. Look, I didn't say anything because I thought, well, somebody may have borrowed it.
What are you talking about?
My talcum powder. I had a lovely tin. It was purple with silver on it, and it's gone. You haven't seen it, have you?
What do you mean by that? Do you reckon I took it or something?
No, of course not. I just thought that maybe...
Well, don't. You want to watch it, Mason? You could ruin reputations saying things like that.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, nothing, Mrs. Morris. Girls talk. Isn't that right, Mason?
Yes, that's right. Mrs. Morris, have they arrived yet?
No, not yet. I'll let you know when they do.
Oh, well, I suppose that's it then. I'll just have to wait.
Don't be stupid, Cass. A screw might come in. Look, it wasn't me. They made me do it. I didn't do nothing. They made me do it, honest.
Kaz, I have to talk to you. It's very urgent.
I don't believe you, Phyllis. And we're going to talk about this sometime, right?
Come sit down. They made me do it, honest.
Well, you were a lot of help.
Oh, you're still standing, aren't you?
Anyway, little Bobby's all right. That's the main
Yeah, I
thing.
was very worried about her. Kaz, if I don't get a chance, would you say goodbye to Bobby for me?
Goodbye. Where are you going?
Blackmore.
Jeez, Pix, what have you done now?
Well, I had to do it, Kaz. Well, the police will be here any minute. I confessed to killing Ralph.
Anything?
No. Tell you what, I'm getting sick of this, though. Didn't join the force to do this sort of yakka, mate.
The old man's still in the van?
Yeah.
See ya.
Rightio.
Sorry, Andy. Right.
Well, anything in the back street?
No, it's nearly 1 o'clock. I think something's gone wrong.
I'm bloody sure it has. Look, get on the radio, get a description on Manning's car. I've got a funny feeling. Let's hope I'm wrong.
Okay.
Any trouble? He tried a few things. How'd you go?
Yeah, it was a setup, all right. Maynard and his boys had Manning's place staked out at 10:30. Real cops and rubber stuff, eh, Rick?
Freeze! Out!
Ah.
Okay, that's enough. Get him out of here.
Suck on this, sport.
Out of ammo, Les. Have some of mine. Easy money, Rick. That just made me $1,000.
Why?
He was a talker. Talkers are dangerous.
So what happens now?
You're a smart boy, Rick. You tell me what happens now. No? It's very simple. Your old Les is gonna shoot you with his own gun.
Difficult? He's dead.
Not yet, but he soon will be. So we better get on with it. There you go, Rick. I'm giving you a sporting chance.
You wouldn't give a dog a sporting chance. The only bullet that was in that is in him.
Oh, well, no sweat. I'll put your prints on it later.
Do you remember a bank job? My lady got killed. Yeah. You and your mate let the bastards go free. No. I want names.
Sure, mate. Sure.
Who did it?
It was Doherty, mate. It was Doherty.
Where do I find Doherty?
He's dead. He's dead. Let's kill him, mate. Doherty's dead.
Right. Well, this is for the Powell family.
Heavens, looks like you're moving in.
Don't joke about it. I am.
Seriously? In here?
Yeah, it's just until my office is ready. I promise not to get in the way.
I'm all right. It's you I'm worried about. This place gets fairly busy between shifts. I'm just cleaning up after the last bout.
Cinderella of the staff room, eh?
Oh, Meg. Hi. Have you seen Rick?
Well, not since before lunch.
It's 20 past. I wanted to go myself. I'll check reception.
Hope he's all right.
Any reason why he shouldn't be?
Oh, if you'd seen his car, you wouldn't ask. It's an accident looking for a place to happen.
I'm sorry, Meg. I didn't mean to stare, but I was just thinking. You really do worry about everyone, don't you? Even the inmates.
No more than anyone else.
Rubbish. Will you do me a favor?
If I can?
Have dinner with me tonight.
Oh, well,
I've got two very special reasons. One, I need to talk to someone who really knows the inmates.
And?
And I'd like to take you to dinner.
Well,
please say yes. I've got a terrible persecution complex.
Thank you. I'd love to.
Great. I'll just get the rest of my stuff. Oh, I've heard the governor doesn't like fraternization, so it's between us two, okay?
I won't lag. I promise.
Oh, well, this is better. Back to normal, are we?
No way. We're doing our own gear and that's all.
Yeah, this place stinks enough without ponging it up anymore. That's enough, Hunt. You can go just as slow and solitary, you know.
Oh, Mrs. Powell, have you heard how Myra is?
She's regained consciousness, that's all I know.
Oh, terrific. One of our mates is dying and they won't tell us a thing about it.
Sorry, Keen. Didn't realise you and Desmond were so close.
Of course we are. Me and the top dog, like that. She's my,
Litter mate?
Colleague. So if the governor wants to talk this strike over, tell her I'm the one to see, will you?
Good one, Rev. Yes, Struth, I thought you was really going to blow his stack then.
So how did you go, Pix? What'd the cops say?
Well, that's just it, Cass. They didn't say anything.
You did tell them about Ralph?
Yes, and they were very nice about it. I mean, they wrote everything down, but, well, they didn't charge me.
You confessed and they didn't charge you?
No. I'm sure they believe me, but... Cass, I'm awfully confused.
We only hope Birmingham hangs on long enough to tell us something.
I doubt it. Sorry about that.
Don't be. You've done an incredible job, Rick. I'm sorry we went around to back you up.
It's not your fault. They had it well worked out.
Yeah, they were pretty good. Trouble is, it's bastards like these who give us a bad name. Ever thought of coming back in the force, Rick? You know, you would have got a promotion if you'd been in uniform.
No, I think I'll stop where I am. I got what I want now. Make a fresh start. And according to Maynard, it was them that planted the bomb.
And you killed them?
Yeah, well, killed me, as yeah.
It's a strange thing to ask. Do you feel any better for it?
I thought I would. When it was all over, I just... so what? Didn't bring Celia back, did it?
Everybody keeps telling me that I'll forget in time. I won't. I have to learn to live with it, but I won't forget it. Any more than you could forget Celia. As you say, all the hate's gone. So what?
Ah, there you are. Thought you might have gone home.
Not yet. Another half hour might see me out. Well, how did today go?
Very good, and I've got a full evening's reading ahead of me, background stuff on the inmates, that sort of thing.
Why don't you come home for dinner? I might be able to tell you what's written between the lines.
Now, there's a tempting offer.
Curried chicken and a nice white burgundy?
You fight dirty, Reynolds. All right, what time?
Oh,
no, I can't, really. I'll be up half the night as it is. And I can imagine how much work I'd get done with food like that and a beautiful wench in the kitchen.
All right, then another time.
Yes, please. Night.
See you tomorrow.
I suppose we'd have had poppadoms as well, eh?
Garlic and sesame seeds.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry I'm late. Well, have they arrived yet?
Oh, yes, they're inside checking it over, and you've got absolutely nothing to worry about. They love it.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, because according to them, the kitchen's in the wrong place, the roof needs mending, and the entire house needs reblocking.
But that isn't true.
Yeah, well, of course it's not. If it was, they still wouldn't be inside. In a minute, he's going to come out and beat me down to $70,000.
Which is what we wanted in the first place, right?
Yeah, here they come out. Let me talk to him first. Mr. and Mrs. Webb. Well, what do you think?
Well, I'll be truthful with you, Ross. Okay, the building's not bad, but there's a hell of a lot of work to be done.
And honestly, that back bedroom is a disgrace. I mean, how people can let their children go mad like that beats me. They must have been delinquents.
And have you seen the handyman efforts in there? Let's face it, Ross, the bloke must have been some sort of clown. 70,000.
Well, listen, why don't you and I just pop
just
inside?
Just a minute. It's Mr. and Mrs. Webb. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. And
you're a builder, are you, Mr. Webb?
No way. Wish I was, though, with this heap of junk.
Oh, well, look, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, because you're obviously far too good for a place like this. Why don't you just leave?
Oh, I see. Sorry, dear. We were here first.
No, dear. I was. You see, that clown was my husband, and the delinquent was my son, so please leave.
Well, just a minute.
Get off this property, Mr. Webb, and take her with you. Now.
Is that right, Cass? Am I getting better?
You sure are. Picture used the sharp end of the stick that time. Have another go so you can get one in the pockets, eh?
Yes.
Oh, hey, Jude. Hi. Bobby. How you feeling?
Oh, all right. Thanks, Cass. Jude told me what happened.
Okay, listen, I'm getting out of here.
Don't be stupid. They won't do anything.
Oh, it's all right for you. You weren't there.
Neither were you, Cordenelis. Now sit down.
Yeah, well, how could a block of chocolate do that?
Because it wasn't an ordinary block of chocolate. It had been loaded with laxatives. Now, who gave it to you?
Phyllis.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I'm an idiot. I thought it was a bit strange at the time. Well, I've had it.
Oh, don't waste your time. It would have been Reb's idea anyway. Phyllis isn't bright enough to think of something like that. What do you think?
Well, I know Reb's no little angel, Jude, but she's been doing a good job keeping the strike going while Mara's been away. A real good job. I thought she might have changed to something.
No way.
Well, what's she do it for?
Oh, use your life. She's jumped into Margot's boots.
Hey, she wants to be top dog. What else? There's no way she'd give it back to Mara when Mara returns. We don't want that now, do we?
Of course, the obvious choice is Pixie, but I haven't got the heart to do anything about her.
Why?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd say that lady's got herself very well adjusted. She's just a happy little pixie, isn't she?
You're right. She really is quite amazing.
So who am I to change that?
But you will help Cass.
That's the third time you've asked me that. Why?
Oh, I don't know. I know she's killed twice, but...
Twice? I've got her down on record for 3.
Well, the last time was self-defense. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. It gives me nightmares. Look, why don't you sit down, make yourself comfortable, and I'll get you something to drink, eh? Tea or coffee?
I'd prefer a scotch if you wouldn't mind.
Right. I think I'll join you. Might help me to sleep. God, I miss those sleeping pills.
You don't need them, you know. Nobody does. I could help you if you'd let me.
Seriously?
Very. A full night's sleep every night. What do you say?
Well, yes, please.
Thank you.
How do I go about it?
Oh, it's easy. You just sit down. Here. You'll do. Now, have you got a favourite piece of music? You know, something that relaxes you.
Oh, yes, that tape I had on when you arrived this evening.
Right. Oh, yes. Perfect. Are you relaxed?
No.
Come on, come on. Just drop the shoulders now. Just relax. Now, lie back. That's it, that's it. Now, just relax. Relax completely and listen to the music. Just relax. Close your eyes. That's it. Now, just relax.
Thank you. I think I'll join you this time. Don't want to lose my license.
Thanks. I've been a damn nuisance, haven't I?
Oh, not at all. You're going through a very rough patch. If you must know, I think you're handling it very well.
I wouldn't call my performance this afternoon handling anything well. Oh, I'm sorry. I've just messed everything up.
So I lost a sale. It's my fault anyway. I shouldn't have asked you to be there in the first place.
Look, does every buyer really go through that, though?
Oh, pretty well, thank you. In fact, the Webbs are milder than most. It's just their way of getting the price down.
And do you think I've scared them off for good?
Well, they did seem pretty keen. Would you like me to give them a call?
All right.
John!
I know it's 11:30, so what am I doing here at this time of night?
Well, yes, that's about it.
Well, I got halfway through these and I got bogged down. I'm bushed, Anne. They're full of inconsistencies.
That's what Wentworth's about, I'm afraid. Do you want some help?
Do you mind?
No, of course not, as long as you don't mind me looking like this.
Mind? I insist on it. You're very beautiful, Anne. You always have been.
Well, thank you. Now, what about these files?
Look, I can't lie to you. They were an excuse to come here. You know how I feel, don't you? How I've always felt.
No, I didn't. I'm not unhappy to hear you say that, but there's something I have to tell you first, and I don't think I could tonight. Do you mind?
Whenever you like. Good night.
Aren't you having any brekkie, Jude?
No, love, my stomach's still a bit shaky.
Oh, you should eat, Jude. Well, Mummy always said breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Quite right, 2 picks gets the old brain ticking over.
Yeah.
Get more than me brain ticking over, believe you me.
Quiet, everybody. Governor wants to speak with you.
I'm sorry to interrupt your meal, but I thought you'd like to know I've been in touch with the department about your demands. The situation's now under review as far as the upgrading of working conditions is concerned, but they're not prepared to take any action until you return to work.
Mrs. Reynolds, I'd like to say something.
And you can tell the department that we're not doing a thing until that lousy machinery's thrown out.
One machine was dangerous and it's been repaired.
Yeah. How long before the rest of them pack up?
I'm sorry. You've heard the department's decision. The choice is yours. Good morning, ladies.
Yeah, well, what about our decision, eh? Yeah, exactly. We all know how the department works. If they can get out of spending money, they will. Lousy machinery's only the half of this. And striking's the only thing we got to use against them. I say we hang in there. You with me?
Yeah, all right. Well, maybe Reb should talk directly to the department. I mean, she's very convincing, isn't she?
Yeah, maybe she is, but I still don't trust her. You, Jude?
No, well, I think the other women do.
No, Parker, the governor wants to see you.
Oh, what to do, Miss Ferguson?
You'll find out.
Did you lag on this time, Dunbar?
Oh, you can go too. She wants to see you also, Hunt.
I wonder what that was all about.
It's probably just about Francis.
Oh, poor Kath. I hope she's not in any more trouble.
I think we're all in trouble.
Morning.
Morning.
Sleep well?
Like I haven't slept for months. It was blissful. How did you do it?
Don't you remember?
All I remember is going to bed and waking up this morning feeling completely rested.
There we are then. Good food, good wine, enjoyable company. It's a sure remedy for insomnia.
I suspect there was far more to it than that.
Trade secret, but I'm glad it worked. Look, as a thank you, I think you should have dinner with me tonight.
Well,
and I won't have to rush off and do paperwork this time.
You don't have to twist my arm. Yes, I'd love it. But on one condition, that you have dinner at my place. Okay?
Wonderful.
Morning, Meg. Dr. Edmonds.
Morning.
Well, I must start my rounds. And thanks again. I feel as though I could take on the place single-handed.
Mrs. Morris has been suffering from insomnia. I gave her some relaxation exercises and she slept like a log.
Good. I just came to tell you Parker and Hunter in my office.
And so to work. You seem a bit tense. If it's because of my clumsiness last night, I'm sorry.
You weren't clumsy, John.
The chemistry's still there. I could feel it. But you suddenly changed. What is it, Anne?
I didn't suddenly change. I've been gradually changing for the past 25 years. Whereas I suspect you haven't changed at all.
Is that so bad?
I don't know. Do you want to see Parker and Hunt?
Of course.
And we've got a right to know what we're doing here.
Shut up, Hunt. You'll find out soon enough.
Didn't even finish me brekkie.
Thank you, Miss Ferguson. Now, ladies, I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Jonathan Edmonds. Doctor, this is Phyllis Hunt.
Hello, Phyllis.
G'day. And Cass Parker.
Morning, Cass.
Dr. Edmonds has been appointed to conduct some studies here, and you two have been selected to take part.
Is he a shrink?
Watch your mouth, Hunt.
That's all right, Miss Ferguson.
I don't know, Mrs. Reynolds. I don't want no one else messing around inside me head.
Cass, I think you'd better hear why Dr. Edmonds has selected you before you say a definite no.
Well, I don't like the sound of it so far, Mrs. Reynolds.
Mrs. Reynolds, could I have a word with these women alone?
Yes, of course. I'll be in the staff room if you need me. Miss Ferguson will wait outside.
Well, this is a bit cozier. Now, Cass, why don't you tell me what you're worried about?
Well, you might try and send me to one of them special hospitals like Miss Ferguson was going to do.
She wouldn't have had much chance of that. Besides, that isn't my aim at all.
Well, what you here for, then?
I want to find out what was behind you coming here in the first place. When we discover that, I can help you adjust so that you need never see the inside of a prison again. Will you give me a chance?
You sure that's all there is to it?
Positive.
And you reckon you could help?
Yes.
Don't sound too bad.
Phyllis?
What's in it for me?
Oh, nice cup of tea. And any cigarettes you might find lying around on the desk.
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Well, well. Life's just one long smoko, eh? Told Alice to take as long as she likes collecting the maternity stuff.
You know something, Reb, you really amaze me. You really are union material. That was quite a speech you made. Not like you at all.
Yeah, well, someone's got to get us through this, and you're sure not up to it. Pixie, what the hell are you doing? We're on strike, remember?
Oh, I'm just making some curtains for my cell. I'm not being a scum, honestly.
Scab, honey. You mustn't confuse yourself with Reb here.
Oh, good one. You have to do better than that, Bride.
Well, having fun, ladies? There's obviously no point in telling you lot to get back to work.
What did Mrs. Reynolds want? Ah, she wants us to talk to another doctor. Phyllis reckons he's a shrink.
A shrink? Whatever for?
Well, he reckons he can do something for us. Sounds pretty good, eh, Phyllis?
Oh, not bad. We talk and he listens, and according to him, we walk out of here. Solid citizens.
What do you got to talk about to work that magic? Well, just ourselves. Name's Dr. Jonathan Edmonds. He seems all right, no?
Jonathan Edmonds? I've heard of him somewhere. I can't think where at the moment.
Reckon you're mad having anything to do with a shrink? Yeah, well, it was a toss-up between spending time with you or him.
I remember. Scott Collins was talking about him, but I can't think why at the moment.
Anyway, he reckons he can stop me losing me temper. You think he could?
Well, I don't know. It's worth a try. I mean, what do you got to lose?
Me temper? Ah! I got you there, dude.
Hold it, Kane. I want to talk to you.
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
A little speech in the dining room.
Pretty good, wasn't I?
Oh, you always did have a big mouth, Kane. But what surprises me is the Great White Leader Act.
So I'm ambitious.
Yeah. Getting the women on side while Desmond's out of action, that's top thinking.
Bit of a change from Gaffney, wouldn't you reckon?
Maybe. Maybe not. There's one thing that's not going to change around here. You take over the business, you take over the expenses.
Meaning?
Meaning, Keen, that I get 50% of the profits. After all, if I'm going to support the new top dog and I don't get paid for my services, I could turn very nasty.
Anything else?
Yes. No drugs. Now get going. Time's money, Keen.
There must be some things you liked about your childhood.
Yeah, no one stuck their nose into me business.
You mean your parents didn't care what you did?
What a laugh. They're always blind drunk.
So who looked after you and your brothers?
We looked after ourselves. Well, me and Mick did. Mick was the eldest. I used to look out for little Timmy.
You still see them?
Oh, yeah. Mick used to come. He's in Darwin now.
What about Timmy?
Oh, Timmy's... Well, look, what's it to you anyway?
I'd like to help you. I need to know why you're here.
Well, why don't you look at me bloody file? It's all there. Assault, thieving, drugs. Since when do they need a reason for locking you up?
I know what your convictions are, Phyllis. I'd like to know why you got into trouble in the first place. You seem to have something against the establishment.
If you think I hate the morons that put me in here, you're right. They even made me give up my little girl. She's adopted now. Look, why don't you just stick it and mind your own bloody business?
As you wish.
Well, I kept her long enough. Probably never saw a hopeless case before.
Hey, Philip, how'd you go with the doc?
Oh, he's a pushover. I sit there talking and smoking and he listens.
Is that all? What'd you expect, brain surgery?
Oh, did you find out if he's married?
Oh, who cares? He's a con. They all are.
Yeah, you going back?
Yeah, why not? Sounds like a bludge. I wish he'd asked me.
Well, there are no cures for bludgers, Bobby.
Cash, you have a visitor after lunch.
Oh, great. Who is it? Hey, me dad?
No, Mr. Charlie Grayson.
Ah, nice one.
Right, will you meet me at the security gates, will you?
Yep, righto, Mrs. Morris.
Is Charlie an old beau cat?
No, he's a mate from up home. Knowing the folks since Coffee was an egg. Nice fella.
Hey, slow down. You don't want to burp all through the visit, do you?
Oh, yeah. See you.
Oh, I wish he had been a beau. I think a beau would uncover Cass's femininity.
Oh, hey, Charlie.
G'day, Kathy.
Oh, it's Mrs. Morris.
Yes, we met in reception, yes.
Oh, sit down. Well, come on, cough up. How's things at home? How's Dad? You been over to see Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah? How is he? Oh, and Albie, how's Albie? He all right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You give him my love, won't you? Did Dad tell you I've been sent down here?
Yeah, when I was over.
It's real nice of you to come all this way, Charlie. It's nice to have someone from home have a bit of a yak with.
Yeah. I've got a surprise for you.
Yeah?
Do you know who she is?
Can't pick her straight off.
Come on, she's an old cobber of yours. Used to follow you all round the joint. Of course, she's all grown up now.
Oh, hey, it's Lucy, isn't it?
My eighth it is.
Jeez, hey, Mrs. Morris, come and have a look at this. Hey?
Lovely.
Yeah, you know, Mrs. Morris, you was the runt of the litter, but I said to Charlie, you hang on to her, didn't I, Charlie?
Yeah.
I said she's gonna be all right. Oh, look at her now. Oh, geez, I bet you're proud.
Oh, no, they're for you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm putting her in the show.
Yeah?
Hey, is there any chance of you getting out yet?
What, for the show?
No, I mean for good.
Oh, geez, I don't know, Charlie. I've got a bloke in here trying to find out why I lose my temper like I do. If he can fix me up, perhaps I can get a parole.
Gee, I hope so. We'll all miss you up home.
I miss everyone up there. Miss the whole place. But, oh, boy, you sure know how to cheer a fella up, Charlie. I reckon this is the best-looking sow I've ever seen. Done a good job, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep. Charlie's a real nice fella. All the time I was in Barnhurst, used to visit me regular.
What's it like in the country? Is it boring?
Nah, you're too busy. Always something to do.
Met this guy in Sydney. He was from the country. He wanted to take me back with him.
You'd have liked it. Oh, geez, I can't wait to get home. I'm busting to see this doc.
Why?
Well, if he can fix me up, see, perhaps I can get a parole.
That's all right. You've got a home to go to, some sort of job. You're all right. You got a way out.
Well, hey, maybe this doc can help you too.
Oh, I'm all right in the head. I don't need a shrink. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. It's me that's wrong. I don't fit in anywhere. Figured that out when I was hustling up in Sydney. Just wish I could get a decent job when I get out. Make something of myself, that's all.
Bobby, look, you're a real nice person. Now, look, you won't have no trouble getting a good shop job or something.
Oh, no, I'm always too busy getting at people before they have a chance to get at me.
Well, that's what this doc's all about, see? Geez, if he reckons he can fix my temper, you'll be a piece of cake.
Do you reckon you could talk to him?
You betcha. I'm seeing him soon as the bell goes. Well, how about that, eh? No sooner said than done.
Cass, I reckon you're the best mate anyone could ever have.
Come on with you.
Hey, where's Cass?
She's seeing the doc. Half her luck beats sitting around here doing nothing.
Yeah, well, I'm changing all that. So shut up and listen. Phil on the door. I said shut up and listen.
Oh, really? What to?
Me. Any complaints?
No, I'm sure it'll be fascinating.
Right. Well, I figure we need something to get our minds off the strike, a little fun. So we're going to have a two-up game. No IOUs, all bets cash money, and you can have your choice of prizes.
Prizes? We want money.
Tough. I said prizes.
Hey, that's my talcum powder.
Where's Cass's Tim Tams? You call them prizes, that's our own stuff.
Hey, are you out of your mind or something? You can't expect us to pay out money to win back our own stuff.
Tell me your problems. As far as I'm concerned, that's Margot's stuff. I don't know, I pinched it from her.
You'll never get away with this, Reb.
Why not? Who's going to stop me? You, Pixie? Or Bobby? How about it, Mitchell? Well, that only leaves you, fatso, and you're in great shape. Come on, go for it. Okay. Place your bets, ladies.
Well, she's still a bit upset about selling it, but she seems relieved too. I think she's coped amazingly well, don't you? Anne? Oh, sorry, I was drifting. Colleen sold the house, has she? Yes, she's all set up.
Thanks.
You all right? Oh, yes, just thinking. You're not letting this strike business get at you, are you?
No, Meg. In fact, I'm being entirely selfish. I've discovered I haven't really reconciled myself to my operation.
Oh, that's not surprising.
It surprises me. Sometimes I think I'm completely over it. Emotionally, I mean, and then suddenly something happens and my confidence collapses.
What did happen?
Oh, nothing in particular. It can be anything. Comment, touch, seeing a dress I know I can't wear anymore.
That'll change.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I keep thinking about what's happened to Colleen, and I just despise myself for being so stupid and vain.
Anne, it's neither stupidity or vanity. You've been through a very traumatic experience. It takes time to heal.
Thanks. That's what I needed. Positive thought. Well, I better take this back to my office.
Any news about Stevens?
No, but Birmingham's talked. He's confirmed that Mitchell had no part in the escape.
Good. At least that'll work in her favour.
Well, thanks for the coffee. And the horse sense.
Come on, Bobby, put it on. Heads, come on, heads, Bobby. Oh, beauty, heads, I win.
What do you want?
6.
You doing all right?
Yeah, well, they only cost me twice as much as they're worth.
Tough. Okay, fill your play and Alice on the door.
Well, what's the bank pay?
Even money. Put your coin down, you two, Mitchell.
Come on, heads, come in, Spanner.
Oh, bad luck, girls. Never mind. Good luck next time. Mason? Where's your money?
Oh, you'll have to teach me because I haven't played before.
Well, honey, you have picked the right person. I'm sure Reb will be able to teach you the lot. How to lie, how to steal, how to peddle dope, the whole kit and caboodle.
Watch it.
I'm sorry, I am talking to Wentworth's new top dog, aren't I? Or should I say top bitch?
Shut up, Bright.
In fact, I'm sure that there's nothing you couldn't teach her. As long as it was dishonest and you had a few goons to back you up.
Yeah, well, they'll be backing you up against a wall if you don't watch it.
Reb, you frighten me now. I'm sorry, I'll let you get on with your game.
Screw.
Mason, interview room.
Oh, it's the police again. I just knew it.
Just hurry up.
Kate, who's playing?
Oh, I'll have $1. I'm feeling lucky.
Well, that's all for today, Cass. You did very well.
Well, there's nothing to it. Are you really interested in all that stuff about me folks and all me mates in here?
Yes, certainly. Excuse me, Cass. Could you, send someone up to collect Parker, please? Thank you.
Well, I had a real good time, Doc. It's nice having someone to have a bit of a gas bag with.
Yes, I noticed you chatted on for almost an hour.
Yeah? Oh, felt like about 20 minutes.
We have a date tomorrow, then?
Sure do.
All done?
For today?
Come on, Cass.
Oh, yes, Miss Morris. Thanks, Doc. Hey, remember what I said about helping Bobby, won't you?
I'll remember, Cass.
OK, I'll swipe a few more of them bickies.
Yeah, help yourself. Case 2, Parker. First session. The subject is highly susceptible to suggestion. Initial fears were easily overcome. My deduction is that she would prove an ideal subject for manipulation by hypnosis.
Hello, Pixie love.
Oh,
Okay, get that stuff out of here. Hey, Whip. All right. Who's lifted it?
Lifted what?
The rest of my money, it's gone.
Ah.
You thieving bitch!
I never touched Hang on a minute. She wouldn't have taken it.
Yeah, and you'd know too.
Well, easy come, easy go, right?
What's up?
Bride's number if she doesn't stay out of my way. And that goes for the rest of you too.
Oh,
Cross me again, I'll make you wish you were never born. You hear?
I hear.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around.